What's up, boys? Just trying to get the new, to me, 335i E90 N54, of course. Just gonna go through it and using Pro Tool here to go ahead and get rid of a lot of these codes and SOS system with the whole entire MOST system. Gonna go ahead and get the velocity digital speedometer on there, get rid of all the nonsense that it tells you about which light is out and what's not working, and the infamous chime from BMW, although I've never heard one like this. It's kind of just like a steady beep, 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 beep. And now we are finishing up here finally. So long story short, with this car, Tuning Dynamics, if anybody knows who they are, they kind of screwed my boy here. This is DJ China. It's kind of a big deal, if you ask me. He's very humble and he's his worst critic, but he's a pretty big deal. And long story short, he gave plenty of money over to have this car done, and pretty much took him for a ride anytime he brought the vehicle back to him. So basically, when it comes down to it, what they did was they changed an ECU on him, okay? And they literally did not do anything they were supposed to do as far as transferring his, I mean, look at this, the VIN's not even found. They didn't transfer any of his data or anything whatsoever from his other ECU. So they didn't bench flash anything. They married an ECM, a DME, which is what BMW calls it. They married a DME to a full bolt-on N54. And if you know what full FBO means, then you know that it can't run on a stock ECU. One being that the ECU and the DME is going to think that it has catalytic converters on it. It's gonna think that it's got factory intakes, factory outlets, factory intercooler, factory map sensor, factory charge pipe, blow valve, diverter valve, whatever you wanna call it, okay? This vehicle has none, and you can see that they literally did not even take into consideration to transfer his license over from MHD, which, I mean, he has everything. He's got, I mean, we've got a nice unit here. He's got his own cable. He's got Bluetooth. I mean, he's got the monitor. It literally shows his MHD flasher with, look at this. Let's go to the MHD license store. It's not going to connect to the DME because I'm connected to the DME with my cable right now. You can see over there. Yeah. So it's not going to connect, but I mean, he has the whole entire monitor. He has whatever. You can do it all right here. So being that they did not do that, and they literally just they had his car for, I think, 3 weeks, 6 weeks, something like that. And this is how they gave back to him. And, you know, he was confused because he's like, man, sometimes my car runs right, and sometimes it's just, you know, destroying bikes and destroying whatever the fuck pulls up to it in the Bay Area. But yet this thing really shouldn't even make it out and past 3,500 as soon as it goes into boost. I'm at a loss for words because I know who these people are. Him and his wife wanted to use my dyno a while back, and they seemed like they were pretty cool. He built himself a nice big single N54. As you guys know, this is my specialty, and it's just such easy horsepower for such little money. I mean, you're talking upwards of 800 wheel horsepower with maybe 3,500 bucks, you know, and I don't know. So this guy, his money, it doesn't pay for stuff like this. So they were just lazy. Somebody didn't get to look at it in time. I'm not sure. But I have purchased this vehicle from him, and I built him another one. Built him a convertible, hardtop. So there's just a few things that I gotta go over to make sure that it is good. And you know, we're kind of gonna do like a race for the difference, because I'm very confident that my build is definitely not only more reliable, but overall just faster. Sorry, Tuning Dynamics, but I am faster than this, and you guys should be ashamed of yourself for what you actually did to this customer, because not only is he my friend, but like I said, he's a pretty big deal. So what I'm doing here in Pro Tool is I'm gonna go ahead and take out this MOS system. What's going on here? I'm gonna take the MOS system out of the equation completely. That, I just can't believe that. Seriously, that is unbelievable. Shame, shame. Find the DCAN cable. Find the DCAN cable. This thing's been acting up. I have an old school fucking Android, and you know what? It's Old Faithful, and she's been good to me. But sometimes she wants to act up. She acts finicky. I'm gonna charge the battery a little bit real quick. Sometimes you gotta unplug it and plug it back in. Trying to do this with one hand here. I'm over here in Daytona Beach right now, in the hotel parking lot, and I bet you everybody inside loves me. Everybody. Hold on a second. See, my DCAN cable's not working. Does this every once in a while. But I'm gonna use Pro Tool to go ahead and get this stuff out of here and fixed, and then I'm gonna reflash it like it's supposed to be, and I'm gonna marry the VIN and everything back, because this is just unacceptable, man. I cannot stand when people almost fix something. It drives me crazy, for real. I hate it. Especially a reputable company like them. They used to really care about what they used to care about all cars, you know, not just Beamers, or they're taking jobs. I've literally had to fix stuff that they're taking jobs, running the customers through they know what, taking them for a ride, and then, you know, just completely being like, oh, you know what, we specialize in BMWs, you know, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. That shit right there is so fucked up and so unprofessional and unbusiness savvy that this is why I do what I do. I fix what people can't. You know, call it what you want. people think, you know, especially tuners, man, they think that just because they can manipulate AFRs and wide open throttle tuning, idle tuning, cruise tuning, it's just, you know, it's not rocket science. If you guys take the time to go ahead and learn the ropes and go through and take your time, you will master this shit, especially if you have one of these vehicles. And even for stock applications, man, I think you should really, really have your own tuning software. But anyway, I'll keep you guys posted. I'll give you a ride along, and we'll see how it goes, man. Stay tuned for the race between me and DJ China, so he can pay the difference or leave with double. Yes. All right, boys, this is Nick Tunes. Stay tuned.